Hello everyone, welcome to the Universal Classroom. In this video, we are going to learn SUMIF function in Excel. So our first point is, why do we need SUMIF function if we can sum using is equal to sum? So if we will calculate the sum like this, sum and then select the range, then it will calculate the complete sum. For example, we are taking this sheet. There are three segments and four regions in this sheet, and if we need to calculate the total sales data on the basis of segment, any specific segment or any specific region or any category also you can take, so in that case the sum formula will not work because it will calculate the total sales without taking any criteria. If we want to calculate the sum of consumer category, let's take it here, and south region. If we want to calculate the total sales of consumer segment for south region only, in that case the sum formula will not work, so we will use SUMIF formula here. So let's take let's start. The formula will start with equal to sign and then we will type SUMIF. Two functions will appear here. One is SUMIF and second one is SUMIFS. In SUMIF we can only set single criteria, like we want total sales of consumer segment only, or we want total sales of south region only. In that case SUMIF function will be used, and in case if we want to include both these things, like we want to calculate the total sales figure for consumer segment and that must be from the south region only, in that case we will use SUMIFS. So first we will use SUMIF function. Now we will open the function argument from here. So our first argument is range. In this case, if we are calculating the sum of total sales for the consumer segment, this segment will be our range. And the criteria, what criteria we are going to set is, we need only that consumer only, not anything else. We only need the figures for consumer segment. So consumer will be our criteria, and our third argument is sum range. What we want to calculate? We want to calculate the total sales. So this column will be our sum range. So our range will be, we'll select it using Control Shift and down arrow on the keyboard, and our criteria is this one, this one, and sum range is this column. We'll select it using Control Shift and down arrow, and we will click OK. Now our figure is here. The total sales of the consumer segment is this much. Now let's try adding more criteria. In that case we will use SUMIFS, and it will start with SUMIFS, and we will use tab key and open the function argument. So our first thing is sum range. So we are going to calculate the total sales. So our sum range will be this I column. Our second argument is criteria range 1, and what's our criteria? First criteria, that's consumer. Where can we find this in our data? In the segment column. So we will choose the segment column. We will select it with Control Shift arrow, and our third argument is criteria 1, that's consumer. Now our fourth argument is criteria range 2. What's our second criteria? That's south, and where can we find it? It's in region column. So we will select the range by using Ctrl Shift arrow, that decoder, and our next argument criteria 2, that will be south. We will click on it and select and then OK. So here is the value. We can also check it with the pivot table, like consumer south region, and this is the value, and the same value is here. Now you may have a question that if we can do this with the pivot table, then why do we need SUMIF or SUMIFS function? The answer for this is we cannot integrate pivot table inside other formulas, but we can easily integrate SUMIF function with other formulas also. So there you have the SUMIF and SUMIFS function. I hope you find the video helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or suggestions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future Excel tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.